Hey, it's Damian Baden, your local real estate agent in Northeast Ohio, and today I wanted to share something that I think is a really cool idea that so many people could eliminate time and frustration in their lives when selling their home. Question is, would you be willing to invest into a program like this to make your life a little easier and eliminate a lot of unnecessary objections that you're going to deal with after you already have a contract signed? Everybody knows that when you do sell a home, you're going to go through an inspection period. And during that inspection period, there's going to be a general home inspection. This general home inspection sometimes finds barely anything, and other times so much that it ruins a deal and the home goes back on the market and the seller feels like nobody loves them and why me? Why do I have the POS house? Which, if you're wondering what POS is, piece of what? Just think about it like that. But if you have an older home, there's probably a lot of wear and tear that's taken place and a lot of neglect that unfortunately you may have done or unintentionally didn't notice. I mean, it happens either way. I'm not going to blame anybody for that. If I walked around my house, I'm sure I could find a handful of stuff. Quite frankly, my wife shows me things all the time that need fixed. And, I do what I can do during the time frame or hire who I need to hire. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna sell your house, you need to have your house right. So, what I always tell my clients is if your home is older than 2000, it's 20 plus years old. If it's from the 70s, it's 50 some years old. If it's older than that, it's old. Okay, you're gonna have things wrong with it. So, why not invest 400 bucks? Maybe even do a radon test. And if you have to put a mitigation system in, guess what? At least it's in before you list it. So you're not dealing with all the headaches of somebody thinking, oh, the house has radon. I'm not buying it because it causes cancer and all this stuff. A mitigation system, and this is the funniest thing, but I actually sold a house once that we bought it and tested for radon, had no radon. 3 years later, we sold it. So they tested for radon, it failed. Radon comes and goes. It may be here today, gone tomorrow, vice versa. We can go into radon all day long, but the biggest thing is a home inspection before you list your home for sale. If it's an older home, it makes complete sense unless you just bought this home a couple years ago and you had a home inspection done. But you will find too, every time a home inspection's done, the inspectors are going to find different things because they're going to pay attention to different things, or maybe they have hot buttons on certain things. But point to this is, if you do a home inspection before you list your home and put that money in, it's probably going to save you money, because think about it this way. When you sell your house, you can show them the home inspection. You can show them, hey, this is the home inspection that I did through a third party. You're more than welcome to do your home inspection when you buy my house. But I just want you to know that I did the extra step and had this done before I listed. And here's the repairs that I made per the inspection. So I just want you to have peace of mind. This home has been checked out. It has been looked at. And we did fix repairs that were required that were either, major concerns or safety hazards or something that wasn't working. So I want you to have peace of mind going into that. But what that's doing is it's giving you the opportunity to have a little bit more power behind your listing versus somebody buying your house, doing a home inspection, and then pointing out all these things that you could have eliminated from the start. Okay? And here's the kicker. When they see that there's all these things that need to be done, now it's like, okay, is the seller going to fix it? And if he is, I want it fixed my way, or I want all this extra money and I'll just fix it myself, but I'm going to be benefited from the risk and the time that I have to be involved in fixing this stuff because they should have fixed it from the start. So by having a home inspection up front, you can actually eliminate a lot of objections and a lot of panic and fear that comes into a buyer, because after they see their home inspection report, if there's a lot of stuff wrong, they're like, oh my God, this thing's going to nickel and dime me. It's a POS and I don't want it. And sometimes they're going to cancel the deal right then and there. They're going to want their earnest money back, or they're going to try to bleed you to death and negotiate so bad on the second negotiation that you're going to be all frustrated and angry. And guess what? You could have eliminated it up front. There's always going to be something that you can't control no matter what you try. If it's a foundation thing or something like that, and it's behind the walls, and it's discovered in some weird fashion, can't control that. But you have the opportunity to fix things that are obvious and noticeable If it's double tapping in your fuse panel, if it's you haven't cleaned your furnace in 2 years and yet you think that somebody's not going to notice that's going to be one of the most common things flagged, is have an HVAC professional come out and clean the furnace and inspect it for further whatever. If you had bugs or mice everywhere in your house or mice traps, you're going to be paying a pest inspector. I mean, these are things that could be easily eliminated just by doing a little work up front. So hopefully you found this information helpful. If you do have an older home, I always suggest save yourself a lot of headache after you have a contract signed. Get a home inspection done up front. It's only a couple $100. $400 or $500 can save you a lot more than dealing with it on the back end. But it's up to you, and you're going to be the one that makes that decision. If you do find this information helpful, please feel free to follow this page and turn on the notifications. If you do like this content, please let me know that as well, because I can talk more details about stuff that people like and ignore the stuff that people don't. And if you do have questions, feel free to comment below and I'll answer them for you. I wish you the best, and I wish you the best at listing your home.